My next guest, 30-year-old Ashley, married her high school sweetheart Mike, and they have three adorable young sons. Now, Ashley loved photography and started a successful business, but 2 years ago, Ashley noticed something happening with her vision. She went to her doctor, and the news was devastating.
My life was a juggling act. I have a beautiful family and a career that I love. I really didn't think life could get any better than that. My world turned upside down due to an autoimmune disease. I was losing my sight.
I felt like it was on my shoulders to fix what Ashley was going through. It was rough.
I was devastated. I wasn't going to be able to see my family's faces again. Please don't take your vision for granted. I found a purpose in life with social media. You can see my everyday life from cooking to changing a diaper. This is called an OrCam. The OrCam MyEye device has given me independence that I really never thought I could have.
Thinking back to the time I could see things.
The OrCam has allowed me to interact with my kids. Yeah, this is my life.
Oliver, Bentley.
Just because you lost your vision doesn't mean you lost your life.
Well, Ashley is joining me virtually, so nice meeting you, Ashley.
Hi, Dr. Phil. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, listen, I am such a big fan of this technology that is so life-changing. And what was the first thing you thought when you learned that you were losing your sight?
Dr. Phil, I was so scared. Even though I knew I had such a great husband and children, I just didn't feel like I could be a wife or a mom anymore. I couldn't even read books to my kids. My whole career with photography came to an end. I sank into such a deep depression, I could barely get out of bed, but eventually I found a way to make it work.
Well, I can just imagine, because being a photographer and all of the activities of daily living that are disrupted. And Ashley, we saw you are definitely making it work, and a big part of that is this OrCam MyEye, which I'm such a huge fan of. Tell us about that and how it's impacted you.
About a year ago, I had on your show and I heard about the OrCam MyEye for the blind and visually impaired.
Let's take a look. Or Maya, how has this OrCam device changed your life?
It can help me read books.
Is there anything you can't do?
It's not about what I can't do, it's about what I can do.
So Ashley, when you saw that, how did it affect you?
As soon as I heard all the independence that this little girl got from the OrCam MyEye, I just knew I was going to have one. Now I can do things that I didn't even think were possible.
Of course. And can you show us how the OrCam MyEye lets you read? Give us a demonstration, if you will.
Sure, let me show you parts from this newspaper that only interest me. Smart reading.
Ready.
Read the headlines.
Found 2 headlines. First result, transform the way you read. Second result, top tips for working from home.
Read second article.
Top tips for working from home. Working from home for many people is not the norm, but in this current situation, we are far away from normality.
Exit.
That is amazing. Joining us to explain how it works is OrCam consultant and spokesperson, Dr. Bryan Wolynski. Good to see you again. This device is amazing, so tell us about it.
Sure. Good seeing you again, too, Dr. Phil. The OrCam MyEye gives people who are blind, visually impaired, or have reading difficulties independence in their daily life. Just as Ashley showed us, she was able to read only the text that she wanted with OrCam's smart reading feature, which could be used to read from books, newspapers, and even digital screens. OrCam also recognizes products for shopping and people in your daily life.
Well, I would think OrCam MyEye would be great in the workplace as well, right?
Absolutely. It's why OrCam is available in many state vocational rehabilitation agencies, helping people succeed in work, meet their reading challenges, and just succeeding and achieving in anything they want.
Yeah. Now, Ashley, now that you're a social media influencer with 100,000 followers, what is your main motivation online?
I really want to be a voice for the blind and visually impaired. And I want them to know that just because I'm blind didn't mean my life was over. I just had to learn to do things differently. And always remember, y'all, you can do hard things.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And if you or someone you know is interested in purchasing an OrCam MyEye, just go to orcam.com for all the details. You will be absolutely astounded. And just for my viewers, there is a limited time $500 promotional package discount, but it's only valid for the next 2 weeks. I want to thank all of my guests today, and a special thanks to OrCam consultant and spokesperson Dr. Bryan Wolynski. And Ashley, thank you for sharing your inspiring story.